Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone! That guy is fast! What's going on? Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Qixing. Is the fighting over?
Faced with the calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millelith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Could that be?
Lumine.
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your brother? And the Abyss?
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your brother knows Dane?
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows him too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy. Ether. But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine archons still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below, as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings dulce, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child, full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanting legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished, and the falcon flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in lone stand. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony, the bards soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave calls, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war sprang. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries. It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt, and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere, and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
Ah, there you are. Dealing with you will be the easy part.
Storm Terror. Aggressive, dangerous. He represents a monumental threat to Mondstadt. Using the power it absorbs from the nearby temples of the Four Winds, it attacks the city of Mond and outlying areas. Indiscriminately raining chaos and destruction at will, the beast seems to act without cause. Nobody knows why he's attacking, or what has invoked his rage. But the Ordo of Knights Favonius have waged many battles against Storm Terror in an effort to stop the beast before any more harm is done. The situation they now face is a dire one, but Storm Terror was not always known by such a name. The story of his origin paints a very different picture of the Wind Dragon and his relationship with the City of Wind. The story begins during the Age of Wonder, a time when the Archons of Celestia still walked and lived amongst the people of Tevat, now thousands of years past. When the Wind Dragon first arrived, it was curious of the ways of the people. Without a means of communication, its stature served only to terrify those whom he encountered. A passage written by the scholars and bards of the past regarding his arrival reads, "He landed in a village, only for the terrified villagers to throw rocks at him. The dragon could not understand why they cried in fear. He landed in a cemetery, only to hear the lament of grieving people. The dragon could not understand what they murmured in sorrow. He landed in an orchard, only to be cursed by the furious farmers who lost their trees. The dragon could not understand why they screamed in anger. The world was too complicated for a young dragon. The dragon was bewildered, yet he did not give up. Simply curious of the world he found himself within, the dragon continued to explore the lands in a search to find a mutual understanding with the people who dwelled below. That is until the day he heard the song played upon the lyre of the Archon of Anemo. Having never heard something so beautiful, the dragon was enticed to land alongside the Archon in an attempt to understand what it was that he heard. The people nearby were astonished. After all, they were witnessing a dragon and an Archon in the same space. The Archon Barbados sings songs to the people of the Great Dragon and its gentle nature. The dragon had finally found the acceptance it so desired with the Archon of Wind, whom went on to sing the praises of the creature throughout the land. The two became as close friends as there ever was, or could be. Barbatos taught the dragon how to speak the language of humans, as well as to sing as beautifully as any bard. The ages passed, and the dragon continued on its quest to better understand the people of Tevat, and for a time found purpose proudly serving as one of the Four Winds, renowned protectors of Mondstadt. The people of Mondstadt revered the dragon, whom now called himself Dvalin. However, the life of a dragon is a long one, and Dvalin's quest for understanding would face challenges in the ages to come. The greatest of those challenges took place just 100 years ago, when the darkness had descended once again upon the lands. It is said the sun turned black as coal, as an alchemist consumed by greed summoned an army to lay siege against Mondstadt. From the ocean, the alchemist called upon the corrupted serpentine dragon, Durin. The fear and despair of the people called out to the Archon of Wind, whom in turn summoned Dvalin to oppose the Atris beast. Above the snowy peaks south of Mondstadt, it is said that a fierce battle between the two dragons ensued. Durin, determined to dominate Dvalin and bring Mond to ruin, fought brutally. But Dvalin, desperate to protect the people of Mond and uphold his title as one of the Four Winds, defeated his foe. Tearing open Durin's throat with his jaws, the blood of his defeated foe, however, ran gold with corrupted alchemy, poisoning Dvalin, whom inadvertently ingested it upon his killing strike. Durin lay defeated, but sadly, Dvalin laid beside him. Fighting for understanding from the people he protected, fighting to belong, he gave everything. Sensing the fear and sadness of his friend, Barbatos acted quickly, summoning Dvalin back to his side. In an effort to save him, the Archon of Winds casted upon the dragon a spell to induce a deep slumber. Dvalin, protector of Mond, one of the Four Winds, was lost to the people that day. His sacrifice forgotten with time. In the current day, it would appear the slumber of Dvalin, now known to the people as Storm Terror, ended prematurely. His body healed, but corrupted by the darkness of an evil long quelled. With the Archon of Wind now awoken as well, will he be able to restore his friend before he is completely consumed by the
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it! Well, let's go fetch the Adepti!
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.